You're Mike Sullo, the manager, I believe.
Yes, Bob, how are you?
Bob Vila, how are you? Do you accept credit cards before I go any further?
Absolutely.
Yeah. What am I sitting at here?
Soda fountain. Reclaimed soda fountain.
A reclaimed soda fountain.
Mm-hmm.
So is that for sale also?
It could be.
If the price is right?
If the price is right.
Listen, we've been looking around the outside. The fact is we're building a new house, but we wanted to put in a few antique elements, and they might be doors, they might be stained glass, I'm not sure, but this is the time to think about it before the walls go up. So I thought maybe you could give us a little tour through the inside.
How about
here.
a mantel or some fretwork or something like that?
Well, let's look at what you've got.
Let's come along.
You've got mantelpieces, you say?
Absolutely. Maybe
This is not a built-in, though. This is an actual piece of furniture, isn't it?
Yeah, it's from a music room. It's from an old music room. It was more or less a library piece.
Carved panel.
Carved panel.
What's this?
That's a piece of antique fretwork.
It's gorgeous. For over a doorway?
Yeah.
All solid oak, $350. Mm-hmm.
That's right. We have new fretwork here and reclaimed fretwork, both types.
So for a new piece like this, that can be installed over a doorway or something, $95, not bad.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, you've got it all, don't you?
Yes,
This
sir.
is all antique stuff, brackets and so forth.
That's right. Corbels.
Corbels.
Mm-hmm.
$30, not bad.
How about a mantel like this?
Ooh,
Gargoyles and all.
That's gorgeous.
This for you. It's all stripped and ready to go.
A little bit bigger than what I had in mind, you know. How much is that? $2,200.
$2,200.
Yeah.
For you, $2,200.
Uh-huh. That's a special deal.
That's a special deal.
The builder's discount.
That's right.
Where did you get all these marble mantelpieces? They look like they're in perfect condition.
Well, they are, and the reason why they are is because they're reproductions.
They're brand new.
They're brand new. They're made from marble dust and a polymure. We have them cast especially
They're
for
cast.
us.
They're
Casted.
They're not carved.
Not carved. The original was carved, but they're cast from the original.
What do you pay for something like this?
Well, this one, about $1,000.
Oh,
We'll
that's
sell
not
it for
bad.
about $1,000. If
What
you were to
about-
find that original in cut marble, you'd probably pay $15,000.
What about something as huge as this? Is that also man-made?
Yes, that's also a molded piece.
And it's a replica? It's a copy of an original
That's right.
marble piece?
Mm-hmm.
What would you pay for this?
$2,200 we sell them for.
That's not bad.
No.
Have you found the real thing? What do you suppose it would be worth?
Oh, probably $25,000 or $30,000.
Well, I don't know about mantelpieces and so forth. I mean, the one thing that I had in mind was to look at your stained glass collection, and I see we're kind of in the middle of it.
You're here. You're
Yeah.
in the middle of it for sure.
I've never seen so much stained glass in one room.
Thank you.
That blue and yellow catches my eye right away.
Well, that's a nice piece of glass, but for what you're doing, I don't think that'll serve the purpose. How about one like this? How about a piece like that? That came from Philadelphia,
Out of a
dining room.
dining room, yeah.
And you can see the motif in it.
The fruit, the pears, and the grapes in the center of it.
That's right. That's a very fine piece of glass.
Yeah, there's beautiful colors in it. What's the price tag on it?
It's $1,700.
That's a collector's item, huh?
That's a collector's item, no question. You're building a house as you're building the
We're building a
$1,700.
wonderful new house, but we thought it'd be nice to, insert something antique into it. Where do you get all these religious windows, these church windows? I mean, are there that many churches being torn down?
Not necessarily torn down, but renovated. And a window like this loses its value in a renovation type project.
And they actually remove them, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Who buys them?
We do.
But I mean, who do you sell them to then?
Oh, well, some people will buy them for their homes, but there are new churches coming along all the time. And for what they would pay from us, they would pay 5 or 6 times to have it made new.
To have it made new.
Right.
So how much do you get when you sell one of these?
Oh, this one, $1,500, I guess, around that price.
Well, let's look at a few and just find out about it. What kind of a window is this? Some beautiful colors in it.
Yeah, that's definitely an English piece. If you look at it, you can tell from the motif.
The knight in armor, the plumes, and the heraldic crest.
Yeah.
So that makes it English.
That's right.
So it was actually manufactured in England.
Oh, yeah. At one time, it was very fashionable to come to this country and bring a piece of glass from your homeland.
Oh, people who emigrated here would often
Oh, yes.
bring
it-
something like this or have
yeah.
something sent as a reminder of their homeland.
Oh, you'll see that in a lot of the old captain houses, especially up in the area where you live.
Hey, everything's $1,800. Are you?
No, yeah. Not necessarily so.
What's this all about? This is a very unusual piece. I don't think I've ever seen a window like this.
Well, that's true. I haven't either. This is the first one I've seen like this. This is a technique, a chunk jewel check technique, which you see there's little shards of glass
Broken
in this.
pieces of glass.
Broken pieces of glass. At this point in time, it's a very popular way. It's called chunk glass technique, but it's done with a polymer. But whoever made this was way ahead of their time because they used lead.
How old do you suppose this window is?
Probably 100 years old at least.
Yeah.
But the artisan was really there.
And
He
once
really knew what he
again,
was doing.
$1,800. What's the discount to the trade? The standard 10%, 15%?
Yeah, 10. It depends on how many things they buy, how many items, and so on.
Yeah.
And what the particular items are.
Now, you've got this by the truckload. Is this old or is this new?
Oh, no. This is reproduction. This is made now. But it's very, very popular.
$125. Is this handmade or what?
It's machine made.
The beveling of all
the
the
beveling
glass
is machine made. Yes.
done by machine, and then somebody assembles the lead work?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's assembled afterwards and framed.
I don't know. Hey, how do you determine prices? I mean, I know we've looked at a lot for $1,800, but I guess I could pick one up, and this would be $250.
Right. Well, for the most part, it's the type of glass used and the configuration and the amount of work that's in it.
The design and so forth?
The design and so forth. Well, like, for instance, red glass. When glass is made, when it's fired, it's made with elements. For instance, copper added in would turn the glass green.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have an item that has red glass in it, red glass at one time was made with gold dust.
Gold dust?
Gold dust, yeah. So it added quite a bit to its...
To the cost of the window
To the
itself?
cost of the window, yeah, and the value.
It's beautiful. I think that's a likely candidate for us. I do like it. It's only $250, though, even though it has all that red glass in it.
Yeah, well, this is the land of hidden treasures. How about a whole entranceway?
How about a whole entranceway?
How about a whole entranceway?
This must have come out of a big, important house somewhere.
And it did. It did, absolutely.
It's all oak. If you stripped all of this, it would be quite beautiful. And all the matching leaded glass. What's the price tag on something like that?
$5,000 for that piece, as you see.
We could put a down payment on a small cottage, I think, with that much. It's nice, though. I don't know if we'll decide on that one. I think we'll probably want to look around some more. The other thing that I've had in mind is perhaps some paneling for a whole room.
At this point in time, I don't have any. When paneling comes in, it goes out very quickly.
Yeah.
But
well, we have a room that's going to be like a den or library, and I had thought perhaps of putting in old paneling in it, or perhaps an old set of doors. I notice you've got a lot of doors.
I've got a good set of doors for you right here. Oak doors, just what you wanted.
Those are very unusual. I don't...
Yeah, that's bullseye glass, it's called, or bottle glass, depends.
Why do they call it bottle glass?
Well, at one time, glass was very scarce, and what they used to do would be cut off the bottom of bottles and jugs and set them into the lead and make a window from it. And that's a copy, more or less, of that technique.
This is from the 1890s, or?
Yeah, 1890, probably 1870, about that time.
Somewhere in between there.
Mm-hmm.
$2,400. That's a lot of money.
For a pair of doors?
Well, if you go to have new oak doors milled, I suppose you pay close to that. And you can never... Have you ever seen any other doors like this?
No, I haven't. I'm sure they're around, but I haven't seen them.
Hey, most of you fellows in this business have a back room or a warehouse someplace where you got the real treasures. How about this outfit?
Oh, we have one of those, sure.
Let me take a look.
I guess. Are you special enough?
Yeah.
All right. Let's go back.
Mike, where does all this stuff come from? This is a huge warehouse you got here.
Well, it comes from all over the country. We have pickers in Atlanta and in Philadelphia and Boston, up in your area.
They go around picking this stuff and buying it from places that are going to be demolished, and then they resell it to you?
That's right, exactly.
Even phone booths?
Even phone booths.
Gotta see my Clark Kent imitation.
Change to Superman. Right. Go ahead.
Barber's chairs.
Barber chair.
Terrific. Well, what did you have in mind to show us back in here?
Well, I've got something right up your alley. I think if you have the room, this is perfect.
I'm not sure.
Oh, you can do it.
I don't think we have the room, but this is fantastic. This is like going back to 1890, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Where did you ever find a beautiful bar set up like this?
We got this in your backyard up in Massachusetts.
You beat us to it, huh?
If you had known, huh? Well, even the people we bought it from, I don't think, knew, because it was all painted black. And then when we stripped it away, we found out there's some very beautiful burl wood here.
Pull that out here. Let me see it.
Yes. Take a look.
Yeah. burl wood inlays and the original brasses on all the drawers. Everything was painted black, huh?
Painted black, as you can see.
Well, the apron on top has already been stripped down to the original mahogany. And the carving looks like day one. This must be from the 1880s or 90s, right?
No question.
Well, what do you get for something like this?
Well, a neighborhood of $25,000 or $30,000.
So who would it really sell to?
Someone opening up a very large bar.
Or a big restaurant
Or
someplace.
a big restaurant.
Maybe down to Dallas or Atlanta. It comes with the liquor?
With the liquor.
This looks like it's been in the bar since 1890. You guys take places apart and they don't leave anything lying around, do they?
Nothing. We buy the contents. We buy the contents.
And everything goes. Well, Mike, I don't think we could use the bar, although it's beautiful, and I hope you sell it. But I think what we will concentrate is maybe those doors, and perhaps one of those pieces of stained glass. I think we'll have to spend a little more time studying it. But thanks for the tour.
My pleasure.
Okay.
All the best.